Alright, so we're sitting here with Red Rose, man. Red Rose, how you doing, big bro?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Good. I'm glad you're here, man. So first of all, I gotta tell you right now that I'm a fan. I hear a lot of your music because Will produces a lot of your stuff, and you got some things going on. So for my audience, a lot of them don't know much about you. So tell us about Red Rose. Who is Red Rose? And tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, just a kid.
Cool.
Just got a lot of things coming for me. Gotta, just chilling. Just chilling right now. Yeah.
So you're a rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to make music. I do any kind of genre. Like, I can do anything.
That's cool.
Which is one of my specialties, I guess. I'm not really sticking to one thing, so I can basically do anything.
You can.
Yeah.
And I've heard some of your music. You can do it all. And I think that as time goes on, you're gonna explore
Yeah,
more.
it's fun to explore different stuff.
Yeah. How old are you?
17.
17. So what got you in the music game?
There was one night I was hanging out with my friends, and we were at my mom's house, and we were all just over, we were messing around. Then we looked up a beat, like we were just messing around. We started to freestyle, and it was kind of cool because, we were freestyling, and we all did this competition. It was like kind of a tournament kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was me and this other kid, and I beat the other kid, and then I beat this other kid, and then like I got beat by the last kid, but after that night I was just kind of like, dang. And so the night after, I wrote a song with these other kids that I was hanging out with, and it was called
That's the early game, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So it was kind of just like messing around, and we just kind of talked about like very inappropriate random stuff, which was pretty funny at first, and then like as time went on, I got more serious, and this was back in like probably when I was around 15.
Cool.
And so then I made a song. Before I met him, I made a song on SoundCloud, and this guy named Caleb hit me up, and his rap name was Gorilla, and he said he wanted to make a song, so he brought me here to Will's, and we made a song, and then I got Will's info, and I came back a couple days later, recorded 3 songs, and Will really liked my stuff, so he invited me to come back again, and then here we are.
Boom. Goes like that, huh?
Yeah.
And since then you've made quite a few tracks, yeah?
Yeah, probably like around 100.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what about your music do you think like makes you stand out?
That I can do anything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Diversity?
Yeah. I'm more like mixed genres. Like, if I like one thing, like if I like a beat, I'll write to it.
Right.
It doesn't really matter the type of beat, it's just if the beat stands out to me, then it's like, it doesn't really matter. I like rock, I can do some like fast rap, I can be serious, I can do sad stuff. I made a country song once.
Nice.
But like, I don't know, that's just like the one genre that I...
But you could do it though, right?
Yeah.
I bet you did all right. So you're an artist. Have you always been an artist? Did you always know that you were an artist?
Well, like, when I was younger, I always liked singing, and I always sang in front of my parents, Justin Bieber.
Right.
I don't know why, but I always loved Justin Bieber when I was younger. And so I'd always sing, and that was kind of my thing, like, was just singing, and I made a song called Band 47 in elementary school. And it was kind of just like a dumb song, but it was like, I was really serious about it. And then I kind of just like went away from that for a little bit, but I've always liked music, like that's just always been a part of me.
That's cool. So your parents have always been, do you have both parents, or?
My parents are divorced. Yeah. They divorced when I was 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you live with your mom?
I live with both of them. I live with my dad 4 to 5 days a week, and my mom 2 to 3 days a week.
That's pretty common, like these days, where a kid will go a little bit with their mom, a little bit with their dad. Is that hard for you?
I've been used to it. Like, that's kind of how it's always been since I was younger. When I was younger, when I was like 5, I remember I was confused at first, but like as I got older, I started to understand more things.
Are your mom and dad like completely different? Like, is your dad? Sometimes they say dads are more like harder on the kids, and the moms are a little bit easier on the kids.
They like differ a lot. Like sometimes my dad's easy on me, sometimes my mom's easy on me, but like there's also times where they'll both like team up on each other against like me and my sister.
Yeah.
Dang, there must be a cat down here.
Why you feeling a little bit? Well, there is a cat around here.
My allergies are all.
Allergic?
Yeah.
Hang in with me, man. Hang in with me. So yeah, your mom and dad, when they team up, they're more kind of like in touch with like what's cracking, is like taking care of you.
No, they hang out a lot. They go out with each other every once in a while. Not like go out like with each other like on dates, but they're pretty good friends. They kind of like grew out of the hate for each other, but after about like 10 years, they really started to only become good friends about like a year ago.
Nice,
so that's pretty cool.
So I remember whenever you were first coming in the game, and I remember you did I don't know if it was one of your first shows, or what was your first show?
The one in Montrose.
That was the one in Montrose. I was there, so I was able to see your very first show, huh?
Yeah.
How did that feel, hitting the stage for the first time?
Nervous.
Yeah?
I was very nervous.
Do you remember me talking to you a little bit before the show? I just said,
Yeah, because I didn't want to go out. I think I remember that, and you were like, bro, like, you got this, Gave me a little pep talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good, man.
Yeah.
You went out there and you did it. So how do you feel now, like your stage? Because now with COVID, there's not a whole lot of like performances going on.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're getting enough stage time, or do you feel like you've gotten some experience on stage, or do you still feel?
Well, I've had 2 shows, the one in Montrose and the one at Mesa Theater, and that was the most recent one was February 1st of 2020, so about a year ago. I've always wanted to do more, but then COVID basically hit like in March, April.
Because I saw that Mesa Theater. I was at that Mesa Theater show too, man. You killed it.
Yeah.
You did good, and I can just see you from your first show to your second show. You grew so fast.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, man, this kid just got more stage time. He'd really be. On his game.
It's just like when I look back to that show, I think about the songs I performed, and I think, like, dang, there was so much improvement, and I wish I could show that improvement to an audience.
Like now? Where you're at now?
Yeah, because I have so many good tracks, and I just wish I could perform them, and yeah. So.
Are you like prepared to do another show if someone said, hey man, we got another show coming up in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you want to come up and do some tracks?
I definitely could.
Yeah?
Yeah, I could definitely put some stuff together, some songs, see which songs would go.
You're like a hustler like that. You'll make it happen, right?
Yeah.
Well, what are your musical influences?
Basically like artists that I like, or what makes me like.
Who is there certain artists that you're like, dang man, like I like that, and I, like inspire you, maybe inspire you to like hit things a certain way, or just like a certain vibe that you like, or when you were coming up, maybe an artist you're like, dang, like he or she or whatever was like, yeah, that.
I mean, I really liked, when I first started, I really liked Lil Mosey. And I kind of just watched how he did it, how he made it like himself in his room, and then he like blew up from just that, and kind of just like took off from there. And I would always watch his documentaries and stuff, his little vlogs, which were pretty cool. I still like him to this day, which is pretty sick. But like, I guess that would be one of my influences.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a quick little break right now because this heater's about to hit on because Will didn't turn the heat down. So we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
All right. But SoundCloud's weird. It like resets the day at 5 o'clock. So at like 5, so 3 hours ago, it resets.
How many plays did you get last year?
So in the last 12 months from like today to like last February, got 126,000.
Beautiful.
Which is pretty good.
That is good.
But then they start to go down once you stop releasing music, and that's what happened.
You gotta stay on it, big bro.
I know.
That's what I'm talking about. Is like having that buzz, and you maintain. You gotta maintain. Then it becomes this kind of pressure where it's like, all right, I gotta keep producing. But that's a good thing as an artist because it pushes you to be more productive
that artist. Yeah.
You gotta be that artist.
Well, I have
Alright,
a song releasing on the 15th, so.
We'll talk about that. Don't tell us yet.
All right.
All right, you ready?
All right.
All right, and yeah, go ahead and take a drink.
All right.
All right, man. We're back after the heater turned off. All good in the hood, baby. Bam Boom talking with Red Rose, one and only. Yeah. How you feeling, man? You doing all right?
Yeah. Allergies are crazy right now. I don't know why, but.
It's all right. This is all Will's cats, man. He has too many. Will's a cat lady. Nobody knows that. Will's a cat lady. All right, man. So we talked about a little bit off camera, but I'm curious because I'm a journalist, so of course I have curiosity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who would you say is your top 3 rappers that your gang?
Well, ever since 8th grade when I like started listening to him, definitely Juice WRLD has always been my number one.
Big money right there. Yeah.
And the only thing that sucks about it is like, for some reason everyone likes to think that his fan base nowadays is 10-year-old kids and kids who play Fortnite, which is really stupid because like I've always liked him and I'm not gonna change the fact that I like him just because people want to make fun of him or whatever.
Right.
But I also really like Lil Mosey. Like he has a different flow, he has a different style of music. I like that a lot. My number 3, to be honest, it's probably gonna be Lil Tecca, maybe. I mean, he's pretty good. He kind of fell off a little bit, but I like a lot of his songs. I definitely like a lot of his songs. But yeah.
So do you listen mostly for lyrical content, like the whole song? Like, is it a good song? Like, does it all go together? Or are you more of a...
I pay attention to lyrics sometimes, but I mostly focus on the melody and the flow. Like, if somebody has a good flow and, like, they have a good melody, like, the beat is good, it always just comes down to the beat, the melody, and the flow. Like,
yeah,
that's what makes a good song. And, like, what makes it a great song is the lyrics. Like, if your lyrics go straight together, like, you tell a story, then that can be a really good song, too. Like, Juice WRLD always... He's so lyrical, and he doesn't even try. Like, even when he doesn't try to be, he's still lyrical.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm with you on that, man. Because I'm a huge Juice WRLD fan too.
Yeah.
And he does. He just has that. He has all the 3 elements that you just said. He can do. He does it all. Yeah. And he has the lyrics, and
he's goated.
Yeah, for real, man. R.I.P. Juice WRLD, man.
Yeah.
Big love. All right, so think about this for a minute. Like, if a big record label came to you and they're like, yo, we want to sign you, but we only want you, and like your homeboys can't come with you, how would you manage that?
My homeboys, as in...
I don't know, people who are like part of your thing, or
like Will?
Supporters. I don't know if it was Will. I don't know if you have a crew. You talk about Gorilla, right?
Well, I mean, Gorilla, like, I've made 2 or 3 songs with him, but like, I don't really talk to him that much when it comes to music. So like, if it was just me, like they said, like only you can come, like I'd definitely probably say yes, because I don't really have anybody else that I share music with other than Will.
Right.
But like, I don't know. I feel like Will plays a big part in my music. Like, I definitely wouldn't be anywhere without Will.
Yeah.
So I appreciate him a lot. So I don't know, like, I guess that's like the one person I would really think of, like, damn, like, I don't know, because Will does a lot for me.
Right.
But like, if I'd probably end up saying like yes, I'd still go with them, because then I could get big and then get Will to get big too. Like, I can shout him out in different ways, which will get him big, and then he'll have his fan base, which is also pretty good.
That's money.
So like there's
That's money right there. Yeah.
yeah, there's like pros and cons to this situation.
That's a lot of love. That's a lot of love.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you get a lot of love, and but I'm sure there's also like haters, right? Everybody deals with haters. How do you manage haters? Or like how do haters? Do they hit you up on social media? Do you
No. Nobody really hates on social media.
Or you're straight.
It's like when I first started, like everyone was like, "What is this? Like, what are you doing? Like, this sucks." And like people would just like hate it all the time, which was so like annoying. And it got to the point where I was like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. But then there was also that group of people that told you like, you got to keep doing it. Like, this is the reason why you have to do it.
Right.
The haters like don't want you to succeed.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay. So I've just been doing it nonstop. And like, there's every once in a while you'll hear someone talk bad on a song. And like even the people that have less views than you will talk bad on the song, like, shut up, I got better views than you anyway.
Right.
And it's just funny, like other rappers will talk crap and it's like, I'm doing better than you, so.
Well, it's competitive. It's a competitive game.
Yeah,
you
like
you gotta have a little bit of a thicker skin to be able to deal with something.
Yeah, like I don't really care about hate that much. Like I've dealt with it for a while now, and like it kind of dies down a lot as you get better, and like as I've gotten better, a lot of people have kind of like not been hating.
So like a lot of people don't ever really talk about this, but tell us about the love. Like, how do you get love? How do you know that people are just really feeling you? Besides just views, like, do you get comments?
There's like, as you like look at your views, you start to notice like people that come back and listen to a lot. So like I know a few people that I don't know in person that like my music, like they think I'm a good artist, which I also really like, because there's people who like my music for my music, which I like because I know that I actually have fans out there.
Like, they don't just like you because they know you.
Yeah, like,
that's big.
And that's a big deal to me, is like, because anyone can be like, hey bro, listen to my new song, but there's gonna be those people who are like, hey, Red Rose posted a new song, like, I gotta listen to it.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. I like the fact that people listen to it without you telling them to, and that's what I feel like is love.
That's cool.
And especially if people are willing to like shout you out without you asking, or like be really supportive without you wanting them to be, like without me wanting them to show it.
Right.
So
that's real love.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't have to do that, right?
Yeah, they don't have to, and you can just feel it when they like are forced to. And there's a difference between feeling forced and actually feeling it.
That's dope. That's what's up, man. So, I know you're 17, but, there's cats out there that are young kids, you know what I'm saying? 12 years old, 13 years old, kind of just going through their thing and starting to kind of, like, think about, like, when you first started writing songs and started thinking about lyrics and things like that, like, if you were able to be a big brother and, like, look at the young guys or ladies, you know what I mean? Like, what kind of, like, advice would you give them as far as, like, how to just move?
I guess just, like, don't focus on the hate. Like, no matter how much hate you got, if you really feel it, like, if that's what you want to do, then keep doing it. Because it doesn't matter, like, if you like making music, there's difference between making music to get big, like, to, get famous, or making music because that's what you truly like.
Yeah.
And if you really, truly like it, then you won't listen to the hate.
Right.
And that's the advice I would give them. So.
Huh. Is that where you're at? Like,
that's...
Like you make it because you...
Yeah, I really like making music. Like, I listen to a beat and it speaks to me, and I write a song to it. Like, I'm not in it for me to become famous. Like, if I become famous, like, that's really cool. Like, that'll be really cool, but I'm not in it only to become famous. And I feel like that's what some people are about, and that's, I don't know, I feel like that's just not, like, it, I don't know.
It's just not the way to go.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of that kind of speaks to your intentions. Like, if your intentions are like, I just want to be big, then you're going to have a lot of pressure behind the way that you make music, because you're so pressured. But if you do it for love, you're going to have this, like, ease in the way that you make music. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're doing and you're making songs and you're, imagine like somebody like throws you a beat CD and they're like, all right, what's your process? Like, how do you decide how you're going to make a track? Do you listen to the beat? Of course you listen to the beat and you're like, all right, I'm feeling that. And then what?
Honestly, anytime I listen to a beat, I won't listen to it fully first and then decide if I like it. Like if I listen to a beat, like I'll know when the bass is about to drop. I know when like not the bass, the beat, and I know when to start going, and I kind of just start freestyling. And when I freestyle, I don't really freestyle for the words. I freestyle for the flow, like because there's a certain flow like of each part of a song that fits that part of the song, and so when I do that, like that's when I mean when I say a beat speaks to me. If like I know exactly like the flow I want to use right there, then I'll know like I want to make the song.
So you just kind of like.
Yeah, so I kind of like be like, I'll freestyle words. Don't get me wrong. Like I did one right before I got here, and I wrote it like probably in like 20 minutes.
Nice.
And that's just like that's when I know that I really like a song is when I can write one that quick, and because it really just speaks to me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are interested about that because it's like, oh man, how do these guys do this? You know, and it is. You really have to feel it, and then you kind of just go. You're like, all right, yeah, I'm with it. Because you'll hear a beat that you're not feeling, and you're just like, next.
Yeah, for real.
And that happens a lot. And a lot of beat makers out there. Shout to all my beat makers out there. That's just part of the game. You know, it's like you might make a beat that one dude loves. You might another dude just skips.
Yeah.
And so it's just. That's cool. That's really cool. All right, man. So with all that, let's talk a little about what's next for you. You got. I think Will was telling me something about you got a single coming out.
Yeah, on February 15th, I'm dropping a song called Mystery that I recorded a while ago. Actually, I recorded it back in October. But when it comes to me writing music, like I kind of just record it, or I kind of write it, I record it, then it just sits in the vault. Like that's where all my songs are just chilling, and I like to listen to them. And when it comes to that song has always been like, I like that song. Like that's the song I like. I don't know, I really like it, and I kind of just felt like I had to post it now. So like
it's just like the right time.
Yeah, so February 15th is the date, and I've been having that planned out for almost a month.
Cool. And there's gonna be some shows coming out pretty soon, or you gotta just wait until COVID, find out what's happening with that?
Gotta see when COVID is.
But you do want to perform, so like
yeah,
people that are watching this, like you're gonna be hitting the stage, you're gonna be doing your thing.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right. So you got the single coming out. How do they find or get your music? How do they get a hold of you? Or
well, that single is actually gonna be my first ever single on Apple Music and Spotify.
Beautiful.
And but I also have SoundCloud, and that's where all my other ones are on. So SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music.
What's the address for your SoundCloud? Because I know that's popping.
Red Rose.
Just Red Rose,
it's like
one word?
Capital R, and then ED space capital RO capital SE. I like the capital S in the
Does
Rose.
it matter whenever you're typing it in that you got to have the capitals in there so they get right to where you're at, right?
No, not really. Like, cause I have like a pretty good amount of followers to where like you scroll down a little bit, you can see it. It just says Fruita, Colorado, or Fruita, United States, and that's me. Nice. I'm wearing a hood in the profile picture.
Cool.
So.
Red Rose. Do you have YouTube?
I do, but I only have one song on there.
Okay, so if they want to get with you. So tell us again the Apple and the Spotify.
The Apple and the Spotify is the same as the SoundCloud. It's just Red Rose, but nothing's on there right now because my first single will come out February 15th.
Which is in a couple days.
Yeah, it's because it's the 13th right now, so
and,
2 days.
How much can they scoop that single for?
I don't know.
Did you already set the price on it?
Nope. I have no clue.
Once they find it and they click it, if they want it, they gotta put. they'll
I think
know how much at that time, right?
It's more of like a membership thing. Like if you have the membership for Spotify or the membership for Apple Music, then you get to listen to it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So
but if I put it on iTunes, then that's when you can buy it.
That's when you can buy it.
Yeah.
I'm with you. All right, man. So that's your social media. What about your social media? How they hit you up on if they want to know about your Instagram?
My Instagram, my Red Rose account is Red Rose Knows. So like RedRoseknows.
Okay.
And
Is Is that all one word?
Yeah.
Red Rose Nose.
No caps or anything, just
Oh.
Red Rose Nose. To be honest, I don't really know why that is the account name, but
That's a good one, man.
I just thought of it.
Red Rose Nose. If you want to hit him on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And I'll put that link in the description, and it'll also be on the bottom of the screen, so you can type it into your machine right now.
Cool.
All right, man. So, any shout outs you want to give for people that like out there that was like, yo, this is my homeboy.
Shout out Will. Of course. W ill.
That's good, man. You got some champs in your corner though, man. Who's loving you? Are you rolling solo?
Definitely shout out to my friend Ethan.
Word.
Yeah, he's always made music with me. I've known him since I was in kindergarten. He's always been there for me. We have fallen outs. We've had a lot of fallen outs lately, but we always seem to get over them, which is, I feel like that's what a true homie is.
That's what's up.
Someone who can, forgive and forget. Even if it's not forgetting, as long as you can forgive, because I can forgive.
Right.
If he can forgive, then
We all make
it all
mistakes,
just works
man.
together.
We all
Yeah.
make mistakes. All right, man. And at the end, man, at some point, man, you gotta hit up your homeboy Ben Boom, make you a Red Rose Boom piece, right?
Yep.
All right, guys. So this is Ben Boom right here, and I'm kicking back with Red Rose. You heard it, and there's gonna be more coming around the corner. We're gonna let you guys know what's cracking. So you go to boompresents.net or search Boom Presents, one word, on YouTube, and get this interview. And you know what it is, and you know what it isn't, man. Red Rose, big love, big bro.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything you do, man.
You too.